I've had a long day.
All right, what's up, everybody? We are live, and we're talking. What are we talking? Holy cow! Light It Up Expo, Lights for Decorators, our recent partnership. This is going to be amazing. We've got home service workshop coming up, which we're going to fill you in on all the details. But listen, if you're in the landscape lighting industry, the holiday lighting industry, or the permanent lighting industry, or you want to bolt on one of those, pay attention to what we're going to talk about. So I'm joined by Jimmy Tompkins with Lights for Decorators and Omni. What is up, Jimmy? How are you, man?
What's going on, buddy? All is good, man. All is good. Got some snow in North Carolina, so we got a little winter touch. I don't like
Dude,
it.
this is crazy. That's wild.
It is.
What's
Yeah.
what's the normal temperatures there? Like, it's not snow state, is it?
No, I mean we're good for a good snow every now and then, but it's cold. It's really cold. I think it was what this morning. It was people will laugh, but it was for us. I think it was about 12 degrees this morning, and we don't know how to deal with that here. So
Okay.
schools were closed because it was too cold and a little bit of snow on the ground.
Well, I'm excited to talk with you. We're talking about, Light It Up Expo, Lights for Decorators. I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, I didn't know this was happening, but Lights for Decorators stepped up, and you guys are the platinum sponsor of the entire home service workshop. So that's pretty cool. There's 5 shows in one, guys. If you want information, you can go to homeserviceworkshop.com. But specifically, we're talking Light It Up Expo today. Why are you so amped about this? What are you excited most about Light It Up Expo?
Well, I think the whole thing, right? Light It Up Expo, I think, is the first opportunity to really, there's been some people that have tried to put some light shows together, and I think, honestly, I think you've done a great job of bringing all different vendors and people from all walks of the industry together to unify it under pretty an unbiased umbrella. And I think that's what's so cool about our industry is, there's a lot of great people in our industry. I think that's what I'm most drawn to is the networking side of our industry and the people that are in our industry. And honestly, I wouldn't be in the industry if it wasn't for a lot of these people. So I think it's a culture of people that don't mind sharing the highs, sharing the lows. And I think, a lot of these events have been kind of really partisan to a particular vendor or a particular manufacturer or maybe an organization of some sort. While those are great people and great organizations, I think the unbiasedness of this, of bringing everybody together and letting people really be sponges and soak it all up and take it all in, I think is really cool. And I just think it's awesome. I mean, it happens in other industries. Why can't the lighting industry do it? We're a pretty killer industry. So let's step up and rival our other peers in the industries.
I love it, man. Well, I appreciate your support. I appreciate what you're doing in the industry. You put on probably more trainings than anyone. It's impressive what you're doing, and that's what I saw. I saw like there's a lot of like manufacturer specific stuff or different things like that, and I'm like, no, we need something that even though like 100% transparent, I'm a landscape lighting guy. That's my first love. I love it more than holiday lighting. I love it more than permanent lighting. That doesn't mean that I hate permanent lighting or don't like holiday lighting. There's a need for it, and that's what we're doing. We're bringing all these together because if you're in any of those, you're going to have a client base that's asking you about the next one,
Yeah, no,
and you
there's
need to get
a lot of
educated on.
synergy. A lot of synergy
Yeah,
between them, and people can take their power washing business, and then obviously there's a power washing uh, event going on there as well, and you got sales boost there, and you got a lot of pressure washers, window cleaners that see the opportunity to get into the lighting industry, and their eyes really are opened up wide and see that it's not just a Christmas or it's not just landscape lighting. It's a full round, a year round business opportunity, and I think that's what's super exciting about it.
that's awesome. What's up, JC? I didn't know this, that if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have met Jimmy 2 years ago. Holy cow, that's cool.
Oh, that's a sweet story right there. We'll
I don't
reminisce
know
one
anything
day,
about
boys.
it. How did I really go? Hey, you guys should meet, and what's going on? How'd this happen?
It's probably when you came into Raleigh, honestly, and JC decided to grace us with his incredible presence.
Okay. Well, that's the cool thing about these shows is like, dude, and we'll talk about your involvement. There's like we put so much energy and effort into planning and like the choreography of like what speaker and what topic and when they should talk and how they're going to teach and all this stuff. There's so much that goes into it. But honestly, like it's just those connections and the relationships that come out of it. Um, it's like if people know who Jimmy Tompkins is, it's like you see you on social media, not a lot because you're not on there a lot, but like you don't really know who you are. And then you start peeling back and you're like, wait, like he's not a manufacturer. Wait, he's not just a distributor. This guy is a smart business guy. I've learned a ton from you about business, and so I think that's one of the things where people make decisions on like, okay, why would I use this distributor or this manufacturer? You got to get along with them, and I get along with you. You know what I mean? So, and what value are they providing? So, I'm excited. I don't know if we've formally announced this, but we're going to do it right now. We have these breakouts. So we have a landscape lighting breakout. If you want to bolt that on, if you want to bolt on permanent lighting, we have a breakout for that. And we have a breakout for holiday lighting. And Jimmy, you are leading our breakout on permanent lighting. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so obviously Omni is our permanent lighting love. But at the end of the day, permanent lighting, which I don't like permanent lighting. I don't like permanent holiday lighting. It's architectural lighting is what I like to call it. So we're still working on Ryan to make sure he understands that big picture here.
I'm
So
gonna it's gonna
we'll
be
get him
hard to
there one
convert.
day. But
I'm gonna
you know,
be a hard conversion.
it's awesome. It really is. And there's so many fantastic other companies out there that are manufacturing great product. They're good people. And there again, there's a niche for everybody. And Omni, we've definitely done a really good job of attacking what our goals were, almost 2.5, 3 years ago now when we started the process of bringing a really competitive price point product to the market, a lot of options, a lot of flexibility. But let's be honest, there's some major great trend centers out there that have done a great job paving the way. The utmost respect for the people that have done that and been in the industry. We're just adding a little bit of curveball to it and making it a little bit more sexy, I guess you could say. So, I think I've done a lot of research on the other products. I know, all their strengths. I'm not going to talk about weaknesses. They've got a lot of strengths and a lot of great people behind those products. And like I said, a lot of respect for them. And I think what they've done. So really opening people's eyes to the opportunity. It's not so much how to connect the wires. It's, why should you add this to your business? Why is this a potential profit center for you? Everybody can do Christmas lights now. Really, landscape lighting's gotten so simple. Permanent lighting, architectural lighting, whatever you want to call it, is pretty intimidating. And a lot of people see it, they're scared about it. So I think the goal of that breakout really is to open people's eyes and be like, look, it's not rocket science. It's not complicated. Don't overcomplicate things. Break it down, peel the onion one layer at a time, and let's think about it. And if it's something that people can really absorb and adapt, then we'll help them take you to the next step. Whether it's through an Omni certification event or another great manufacturer out there. A lot of the other ones do a good job with their training programs as well. So hopefully we can just open their eyes to it, see it as an opportunity to add it to their business and help them grow.
Yeah, no, I love it, and it's well said. We're really, this isn't about, hey, everybody come here, use Omni. We're going to have other permanent lighting vendors there, and this breakout, although you're leading it, you own Omni. It's really more about like, hey, these are the pros, these are the cons, like these are some of the things you're going to want to know, and that's really what this is about. Because a lot of people want to know, like, man, should I hear about it? It's not big in my area yet. Should I learn about this? Like, absolutely. And even if you go through the class and you're like, it's just not for me, at least it's not for you. And I don't think that's going to happen. I think people are going to fall in love with it and be like, okay, this is actually pretty epic. It's not as complicated as I thought. That's the whole point of this, is like, come get your feet wet. It's not a specific Omni training. There's going to be other vendors there. It's going to be an introduction into permanent lighting, and we'll have other vendors and stuff like that. But one thing that I like about you is, I've gotten to know you better, and we did the training at my house, and that was really cool. I've got to see you teach before that, but there is a skill in effective teaching, let's call it. Like, just because you know how to do something doesn't mean you're good at like helping others learn how to do it. And I see really quickly inside you have that gift, you have that ability to communicate like the simple things and teach what could be complicated, make it super simple. So I'm excited. It's a 4-hour breakout. It's not 2 days. We don't have time to like make you the permanent lighting installer of the year. You're going to have to go out and kind of fail a little bit, go start with your own house and stuff like that. But this will definitely get your feet wet, allow you to be able to go out and get started for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it's a mental thing. And what I used to tell people last year, when we really were launching the product, is you either got to know how to sell it, or you got to sell against it. And I think we're going to give you ammunition to be able to do both. And I think 90% of people are like, let's do it. Let's go. And the other 10% are like, not for me. That's great. That's cool. Don't make a square peg fit in a round hole. It's just, it is what it is. So I think that's the goal of it. And, yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I mean, 4 hours, it's a lot, but we'll talk about the concepts of what can be done, what the limitations are, and some of the basic technical things to think about and consider. How to price projects, things like that. We're going to try to go through and really give a good 30,000 foot view of the industry.
Cool, man. Well, I'm excited. Yeah, it's gonna be a while because I love my architectural lighting that are uplights, that are low voltage uplights. The architectural, it's just something so sweet. I do love my Omni architectural lighting too, but it's just my true love, man. It's like I feel like I'm cheating on her,
Yeah, well, we'll show some pictures of your house in the training, and we'll get some votes. We'll do
We should.
landscape only, we'll do Omni only, and we'll do a hybrid. And I bet we're going to see a 30%, 30%, 30%. So I think that'll be fun. We'll let the audience decide. How about that?
Yeah, I like that. And it is cool though. Like I couldn't believe that was my house when we were finally done that second night, and you have everyone out there and you're training on how to use the controls and stuff like that. That was cool. You were running
Yeah.
through like real quickly, like it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this. I'm like, dang, that was very impressive. We had the
Yeah.
videographer out there with the drone and everything. It was like, dude, that is pretty sick. All my neighbors are jealous.
And Ryan got on a roof, which was pretty incredible. Never thought that would happen, but just you owned it. So
Work.
love that.
Yeah, I don't often get my hands dirty, but I had to that day. Or I didn't know I had to, but I wanted to because there was a camera there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, it's
Well,
gonna be
that's
fun. I look
exciting, man.
forward to it. So hopefully, if you guys are on the fence about coming out to Orlando, and gosh, it's gonna be here before we know it. I think it's gonna be a great event, and I think Ryan's put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in it. As is, JC. Speaking of JC, they're doing sales boost a couple days before it. So I think there's, these guys are putting this on for you guys. You guys that are out there, and definitely shoot them some love. And I think it's going to be the value, I can't even remember what the cost is of it, but I remember scratching my head, man, that's pretty impressive, for what the value that they're going to get out of it. And I always tell you, got to come and show up and you get one thing. It's like you go to a trade show. You don't try to get 100 leads out of a trade show. You get one really good lead, you follow up with it. That's all you got to do. So these are the same thing. You come down there, get one or two really good takeaways that can change your life and change your business, change your family's life even. That's a win.
Well, here's what's crazy. Last year we were doing landscape lighting lives, which as of right now we're not doing those again. This is the new show. This is where it's not just about landscape lighting. It is about adding these other ones. So this is the new show, but because we have sponsors and vendors like you, we're able to lower that ticket price. So that we were selling landscape lighting live, and we sold out our last one. We had 50 tickets. We sold those out. We had a wait list of like 10 or 15 people. That was $1,800 a ticket. To come to this show is only $550 right now.
That's crazy.
So, but we couldn't do it without your support. So I appreciate you guys stepping up, being there. You got to be recognized, because again, if we don't have like a show like this, then it's like, well, it's going to be $1,800. Like I got to get my team there. We got to get the speakers. It's just what these things cost. So, that's pretty epic. This is a low price. Doesn't mean it's low value. I'm going to over deliver. You guys are going to freaking be blown away about the experience that you get. It really is an experience. Real quick, Lights for Decorators. Tell people what you do, because it's not just permanent. What does Lights for Decorators do?
So, Lights for Decorators, we are a lighting distributor. Got a lot of really great relationships. So we are a manufacturer, importer, distributor on the wholesale level. But it's really not just about the product; it's the service behind the product. Our whole mindset is we want our contractors to be successful and win, and we're going to do everything we can to help them win. So the trainings, the events that we put on, yeah, we don't charge for those. Everything we do is always free, from certifications to trainings to training employee, your clients, employees with our holiday boot camp. We have several things throughout the year. I mean, literally our training schedule looks like a, Aerosmith tour from the 1980s or something. It's ridiculous how many
I know. I
places
want
we
the
are.
T-shirt. I want the T-shirt with the tour dates on the back that you've
We're
got. Maybe
actually
it is.
we're literally making one. Yeah, we
Okay,
are. It's gonna be pretty fun. So, you
hook
know,
me up.
it's Lights for Decorators is really about you and we win. We all win together, and whatever we can bring to the table to help our contractors win and see the red tape before it trips them up. Like you said, I am a business person that I love business. I love the opportunities of business. I love the challenges that go hand in hand with business. And at this point, I just love. I mean, I've screwed up and I've made so many mistakes and continue to make so many mistakes. Um, any feedback we can do to help prevent the people making those same mistakes is a win. So yes, we sell lights. Yes, we help people successful with life. At the end of the day, we're people that want to see our folks win. We have locations in Raleigh, Atlanta, Sarasota. We're really excited. We're launching a location in Phoenix, Arizona this year, as well as in your backyard, kind of sort of, and out in Utah. So we're really excited about the opportunity of what we're doing and bringing stuff to people. And our mindset is people put an order in, we try to get it to them that next day. So really trying to turn service as quick as possible, kind of the Amazon effect, and just service our clients.
Nice, man. Well, again, thank you so much for your support. Look forward to hanging out with you next month in Orlando. Guys, if you haven't got your ticket, do it now. Lightitupexpo.com. This is a place where you're like, oh, if you go, you're not going to regret it. If you don't go, I promise you're going to regret it. This is the place to be if you want to network with all the winners. So we'll see
And
you
it's a
guys.
great name. I don't know where you got that name from, Light It Up Expo. But
We're going to arm wrestle over that. That's why I've been working out. Um,
no, yeah,
Light
for
it
sure.
up. Light it up. It's going to be awesome, guys. So thanks for coming on, Jimmy, and we'll see you next month.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, see you, everybody.